What's happening, everybody? John Hendricks here, coming at you with another episode of The Drive, presented by DraftKings Sportsbook here on Boot Crew Media. Happy New Year to everybody. Hopefully, you had a great new year, bringing in 2023 with some fireworks, maybe some adult beverages, favorite foods, all that good stuff. And if you paid attention today on Sunday with the Saints, they pulled off the upset against the Eagles, exercising some demons. We kind of talked about it all week on the drive, and I've just kind of been highlighting it that look, they had to get off to a good start. They did that. They looked incredible defensively. I mean, they didn't let Philly have a first down until there was less than 15 seconds to go in the half, the first half. And, offense, one of the best drives of the season to open the game. That was huge, obviously, too. And so, man, everything that you needed to do, you did. I get it was against Gardner Minshew, but this is still a very talented team without Jalen Hurts in the mix. It got kind of crazy there for a bit, especially with the AJ Brown touchdown, making it really interesting. Kind of some flip flop back and forth, and then Marshawn Lattimore, welcome back, big pick six, 12 yards to kind of put the Saints out in front and put a stamp on this game. This is the seventh straight game that the Saints defense has allowed less than 20 points or 20 points or less. That's pretty incredible when you think about it. And that's in the same breath, it's like, man, if they had a really good offense, it was strong today. Chris Olave looked good, Jawan Johnson, Rashid Shaheed, the sacks, that was a concern. Patchwork offensive line, you lost Ryan Ramczyk, that was tough to see. But they win, they're 7-9. Now let's talk about the playoff scenarios, because that's kind of why everybody's probably here right now. So here's kind of what needs to happen from everything we've gathered, everything we've looked at. Far as the Saints, they can't win the NFC South because Tampa won, but that doesn't mean that they're eliminated from the division. They are still alive for a wild card, but there's a lot of voodoo crazy stuff that needs to happen, right? And the first thing is that Minnesota has to beat Green Bay. That game is ongoing right now on CBS, and last I checked, and I'm checking it right now, towards the end of the first quarter, Green Bay is up 14-3. Minnesota is not really doing them any favors. But if Green Bay wins, New Orleans is eliminated. Put this all to bed. But if Minnesota does happen to win, the Saints have to beat the Panthers at home next week. Then you have to have Dallas beat the Commanders, and you have to have the Rams beat the Seahawks, and then you have to have the Packers beat the Lions. So it's kind of like hitting a parlay, right? DraftKings Sportsbook, hit that code BOOT. Great way to do it. But hitting a parlay almost to see this happen. But again, none of this matters unless Minnesota beats Green Bay. But for the Saints, win 3 straight after a team that never won back-to-back games. They win back-to-back games after the big Christmas win practically over in Cleveland. And then, now New Year's win in Philly. Look, again, we talked about safety as far as Dennis Allen goes. I think this only solidifies that again today. Give him credit. There's things you may not like, but he's getting the most from his players, and there is no quit, and there has been no quit in this team. Cam Jordan, 3 sacks, became the all-time franchise's all-time sack leader today too. That was previously held by Ricky Jackson. Awesome things to say. It was cool to see him kind of recount and kind of have I guess a homage to pass the easy played against quarterbacks he sacked, all those types of things. But at any rate, Saints wild card scenario is still in play despite them not being able to win the division. Minnesota has to beat Green Bay right now. Green Bay is on top 14-3 as the first quarter is winding down there. Then week 18, Saints have to beat the Panthers. Cowboys have to beat the Commanders. Rams have to beat the Seahawks. And then the Packers have to beat the Lions. Hopefully you got all that. If not, we'll be back soon to break all the rest of that down. Hopefully the Saints have a chance, but with them winning against the Eagles, that does certainly help the draft stock. And then obviously the Sean Payton rumors have kind of sweltered up a little bit more too, and hopefully they can get at least a first round pick and multiple picks besides that. I'm John Hendricks for The Drive. Thanks guys for tuning in. Again, happy New Year to everyone. Thanks so much for your support.